Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. So in this video I'll be talking about what is the living cost in the United Kingdom. Here I'll be revealing my own monthly expenses as an international student. So without any further ado, let's straight away get into it. The very first thing which is on the light side is my own phone bills, and every single month it costs me about £10. And here, like personally, I use a SIM card called a gift card. This SIM card provider. So for my own audience, I've done a favor. I've mentioned a link in the description box. If you click that link, just fill in your address, where are you living, and you'll be getting a free SIM card delivered to your own house. No delivery charges, no cost at all. It's free of cost. And what you can do is just log into www.giftcaf.com and just create your own account. Will be needing your email address, that's it. And once you've created your account, so what you can purchase is something called goodie bags. So it ranges from £5 to about £25, and if you purchase a certain goodie bag, you'll be getting certain amount of phone calls, text messages, and mobile data. The one which I personally use from GiftCaf, the goodie bag, is it cost me about £10, and I get 10 GB of data, unlimited phone calls, unlimited text messages, which no one anyways uses in the UK. So majorly use the mobile data. And to be very honest, you don't want a huge amount of mobile data. Don't go for like unlimited data or 25 GB, 20 GB, because at least in Glasgow, where I'm staying, in my accommodation, I've got Wi-Fi. In my university, I've got Wi-Fi. When I'm in the Glasgow city center, again, I've got Wi-Fi. So you really don't need much of mobile data. 10 GB really works well for me. So this was the first cost. And the second one, which will be the major chunk of your monthly budget, is your rent, the accommodation cost. And for me personally, I'm spending about £506 to be very precise, that I'm paying every single month, and I'm paying like 4 different installments for it. So the first installment is about £600, the second one is £1,771, third one £1,771. Overall, in one single year, it cost me about £5,000 for this accommodation where I'm currently staying. And now if you guys are looking for a student accommodation, you can check out Amber Students, as they provide amazing services and they cater for the students and also for the working professionals. So you guys can simply head over to amberstudents.com, or otherwise there's a link mentioned in the description box below. Just click that link, it will be taking you to their website, amberstudents.com, and essentially you can just fill in your university name, your maybe the city where you're going. If it's Glasgow, just fill in Glasgow, or if you know the name of the university, fill in University of Strathclyde, and it will be showing you some of the nearby accommodations which are available, and essentially you can book that accommodation. And the best thing about Amber Student is that they provide COVID-19 cancellation policies for the student accommodation, and this is very precious in such unprecedented time. You never know what happens at the next moment. So do check out Amber Students if you're looking for student accommodation. And as I said, it would cost me about £506. And if I take it really down, for example, if there are some of the students also live in houses, for example, and there you can really lower down this amount from £506 to maybe about £300 to the lowest. I don't think so you can go more lower than that, because there's one of my friend, he actually stays in an apartment. They're like brothers and sisters, so the full flat, so they don't have like broadband included, they don't have anything else included, just the place. It costs them £600, so that means it's £300 per person, and plus they have to also pay for the broadband, they have to also pay for XYZ thing. So I think at the lowest it will be £300, and you know, as the highest you can go as much as you want to. But the one which I'm paying £506, I think is kind of the average price for the student accommodations in the United Kingdom. And I would personally prefer to go for a student accommodation, especially when you are in the university. So now the third living cost which I've got in my list is the food cost. Now here personally for me, I spend about £150 every single month on my food. Now well, like sometimes it can go higher, like maybe if I'm hanging out with my friends. But if you want to really lower down this amount, I think £80 or £100 is a good feasible amount which I can suggest you guys. Assuming that if you've got a monthly budget on food of £80 to £100, it means that you have to cook your own food in your kitchen, right? You can't go much in the restaurants to have your food, and that is completely okay, especially in the very first year. Now I'm in my final year, so I've earned money, I've saved some money, you know, so for me it's fine, I can spend money. But I think in my very first year, I used to be very miser, you know, having that cheap pizzas which are available in the grocery stores, and I think you can manage for £80 or £100 as well towards the lower end on the food budget. Now these are the main costs which you'll be facing. However, I've got another section which is miscellaneous section. So for me, this is quite huge section for me, and I spend about £200 on this miscellaneous things. Now why do I spend? I don't think so every one of you will be spending £200. because for me, because I have to run this YouTube channel, I've got subscriptions for making the thumbnail, which cost me about I think £10 every single month. Then I've got the video editing software subscription. Then moreover, for my own entertainment, I've got Netflix, I've got Amazon, I've got Sony TV, I've got YouTube Premium. So there are like many different softwares which I use on on a monthly basis. So I have to pay for all of them. So that's why it cost me about £200. But for you guys, it might be £100 or £50. But there will be some miscellaneous costs. For example, if you want to buy some stationery, if you want to buy some books, if you want to, let's say, I'm like a chemistry student, so when I came here, I had to buy a lab coat, so which costed me about £20 or £25. Sometimes you just want to buy clothes, you want to buy shoes. So in student life, it's like a lot of miscellaneous things which really comes into account. So for me personally, it's £200, but you can lower down. You can really neglect all of these things, or otherwise on the lower side, I'll put it to about £50 or £100 at the minimum. So I think I've covered most of the things which I wanted to do. That this is a living cost in the United Kingdom. For me personally, it's about £800, £900, and I think if you want to take it to the lower side, I would say if the student accommodation is 300, 400, I think on the lower side it will be still about 500 or 600 pounds, which you have to spend as a living cost in the United Kingdom for your own maintenance, and that's with a healthy lifestyle. Okay, so with miscellaneous, you can also join a gym. You've got a £10, £20 subscription for your gym membership. So that's with a healthy lifestyle. On the lower side, it would be about £500, £600 as your living cost in the United Kingdom. So with this, I hope you got some value out of this video. Make sure to subscribe for regular updates, and make sure to like the video as well. Thank you for watching, and this is a video which I'll be suggesting you to watch next. Thanks for your time.